down. Have y'all been watching the news? They shot down what appears when yesterday they shot down a UFO over Alaska. It wasn't no fucking Chinese balloon. Today they shot down one over over Canada. They said this thing is cylindrical. It kind of looked like they said it kind of looked like the thing that the Navy that outflew the Navy back in 2007. It was a cylindrical object. They said when the U.S. pilots, the fuck at my door. They said when the pilots tried to intercept this object, it fucked with their sensors. It disarmed their missile systems to shoot it down, right? So they shot it down with some type of special fucking missile or whatever, right? So as of right now, some shit right now, if you put it on the news right now, some shit is going down over Montana. They said the FAA closed some airspace for defense department activities. So we don't know whether another object is over Montana right now. But this shit is escalating big time. I'm looking at it, I'm watching it on the news, and I ain't never seen nothing like something big is fucking happening. You can laugh all you want, what's up, but turn it on the fucking news and you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. Look at this shit, and don't nobody kiss my ass. Oh yeah, I'm watching CNN, goddammit. But look at this shit right here. You think I'm fucking lying? Look at that shit. I'm gonna let y'all read this shit right here. FAA restricts some airspace in Montana for national defense reasons. Do y'all see this shit? No, earlier today they shot down a fucking object. This ain't got shit to do with no motherfucking Chinese balloon. They say this motherfucking object, the pilots that tried to intercept it, they said they didn't know how it was up in the air because it didn't have no kind of propulsion system. No wings, no engine jets. Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on? This shit is escalating. No, you see this shit is breaking news right now. What the fuck? What is going on in Montana that they restricting some airspace in Montana? Can y'all tell me what the fuck is going on? And then they shot down an unidentified aircraft yesterday. Then they shot down one earlier today. I'm telling y'all, hey, y'all get the fuck ready. I don't know what's going on, but this shit is escalating big time. And as you can see, I got my motherfucking cheese puffs, and I got my motherfucking Draco, and I got my motherfucking Tavoy right here. Let a motherfucking alien come to my motherfucking door. I'm ready to send that goddamn alien to goddamn Funky Town. You hear me, goddamn it? I'm not fucking playing. But please, y'all be safe. I'm telling y'all, some shit is happening. Open your motherfucking eyes. Why else would the Defense Department be shutting down airspace in Montana? Then they keeping quiet. They're not saying, you know, they keeping quiet. They talking about they ain't found the debris field. Man, I'm so motherfucking ready. I'm ready. Let them come to my motherfucking door. You hear me? Gun Freak Nation, I love y'all. I got to get the fuck off this phone so I can put it back on the motherfucking news. We don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Why is they shutting down airspace over Montana? And this is the Defense Department. Last time they did some shit like that was 9/11. When 9/11 happened. You know, when the Twin Towers and the Pentagon got attacked. So why the fuck is they shutting down? Listen, get on y'all motherfucking, hey, put it on the news. I'm not fucking with y'all. This is not a fucking joke. Okay? Some shit is happening. Some shit is going down big time. And I'm ready. Y'all stay locked and motherfucking loaded. I love y'all, Gun Freak Nation. I salute. But it's either they about to tell us something or either something happening. I'm telling you, I feel it. Something is going down, something big. Do you feel me? Yo, y'all got jokes. This shit is serious. Look, man, I'm telling you. Listen. They shot down. They tracked the object. Let me calm down. Earlier today, about 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. today, they tracked the object. I don't know what's going on, how they being able to see these objects. Now, I think because of that motherfucking Chinese balloon, a lot of people put pressure on Biden. So now every fucking object that they see, they're trying to shoot it down, because when that Chinese spy balloon floated across the whole goddamn country, that made Biden look bad, right? So they don't turn up their radar system. They don't upgrade it, they fucking radar system, and they able to see these things, these objects, these UAPs, these UFOs. This is my take on it. And they shooting them down now because of the shit that the Chinese put. They said when they sent the F-22 fighter jets up there to track the object, to try to intercept it, the pilots got, what's the word for it? They didn't know what the fuck they were looking at. They said this thing was cylindrical. They said it had no means of propulsion, which means that this motherfucker didn't have it wasn't no conventional airplane. A conventional airplane have rings on it. It's got a jet engine. They said this thing was cylindrical. It didn't have no rings. It didn't have no kind of jet engine, no kind of propulsion system. Then they said that it disarmed. It was interfering with their systems. They targeting system. Look at this shit. Breaking news. Hold on, y'all. They reopened the airspace, but I believe it was something.
Briefly, as far as we know at this hour, for Defense Department purposes. CNN's Paula Newton joins us now. Paula, this comes after word that the U.S. shot down an unidentified object over the Yukon, central Yukon, earlier today. But this breaking news just came into us here in the CNN newsroom in the last 15, 20 minutes, which is that for a brief period of time, the FAA closed airspace over Montana, but that airspace has been reopened. We're obviously trying to get to the bottom of it, as to why that occurred. What more can you tell us?
Well, given what's gone on today, and look, we're approaching 5 hours now that the Canadian government says that now third high altitude object was shot down. So, Jim, earlier in the day when we were seeking information from NORAD, when we thought perhaps there might be more than one object, NORAD came back and confirmed to me that there was one that they were observing. And then shortly after that, we heard from Justin Trudeau saying that indeed that U.S. fighter planes had been scrambled to go and shoot it down, but only after both U.S. and Canadian aircraft had been up there observing it. So then there was this issue as to whether or not there had been yet another object that they had observed. Now, even if it had happened for a short time, I just want to bring up a tweet from Matt Rosendale, and he is a representative in Montana, and he confirmed that he says he was in direct contact, you see it there, with Northern Command and monitoring what could possibly be another object at that northern border, and that airspace, as he says, had been closed, and that they were going to observe it again in the morning. What does this mean? Does this mean that it's no longer a threat to commercial air traffic?
What the fuck? Can y'all tell me what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? And what is this object that they say that's cylindrical that's been shot down? Can y'all tell me what the fuck? Hey, look. What can fly that ain't got no motherfucking rings? Unless they don't develop some type of technology that got some type of anti-gravity shit that, I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. I can't believe
South Carolina by the U.S. military, but also that it was.
And then dig this. Another one was shot down yesterday over Alaska.
Something like this,
what the?
Jointly with the United States and Canada shooting it down. Now, in another part of the press conference, the chief of the defense staff, General Wayne Eyre, actually kind of indicated that while it was cylindrical, that there might have been some kind of a balloon apparatus involved as well. I don't know if he misspoke.
Balloon my motherfucking ass.
If, he knew something.
You gonna see, I'm gonna tell you something now. They gonna try to cover that shit up and lie and say it was another weather balloon, but they don't let the motherfucking cat off the motherfucking bag now. Even the Canadian defense minister said what was shot down earlier was cylindrical. They're trying to walk it back now because they don't want to freak out everybody.
We have no idea that it is another fourth object, and we have no confirmation of what's gone on here in Montana.
That's exactly right. The last thing we want to do is add 2 + 2 and get 22. We want to get to the bottom of this. We're going to wait as the facts come in and report them to you as they happen. Paul Newton, thank you very much. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'm trying to figure out, listen, y'all. Can any one of y'all tell me? I'm going off of what they said. This is the United States military. They said that this thing was intercepted. And they said that the pilot said that whatever it was jamming they radar systems where they couldn't target it. And they said that whatever it was, it had no propulsion system that's known. And when they say that, let's clarify this. In order for an object to be able to fly, like, you know, that fucking big, they say it was the size of a small car, okay? They didn't say shit about it being no motherfucking balloon. They said this motherfucker was cylindrical. They said it had no propulsion system on it. No conventional propulsion system, okay? So they was puzzled and dumbfounded. They was like, how is this motherfucker is staying up in the air and it don't have no rings? It don't have any rings. It don't have a tail. It don't have engine jets, motor jets, or whatever the fuck to sustain a fighter jet or an airplane. Airplanes have rings. Airplanes have engines. They say this thing did not have any of that. It was cylindrical. So what I'm saying, what got me confused, that if it did come from another world, how in the fuck did they, if the technology is that fucking advanced, how the fuck how the fuck did it get shot down? How the fuck did it get shot down? Now, if China or Russia don't develop some advanced shit and they took it down, then yeah, that's a treasure trove right there. But look, Montana, they shut down their airspace briefly. And they didn't do that shit for nothing. Maybe they detected another one of these objects. I think my take on it is ever since Biden got embarrassed by that Chinese spy balloon, he probably don't issue orders to shoot down whatever. They probably been seeing these fucking objects and not shooting them down. But since he let that fucking Chinese balloon fly all across the country and it made him look weak, it made him look bad, he was probably like, I don't give a fuck what it is. If it coming to American airspace or Canadian airspace, we gonna shoot that bitch down. Yesterday, an object got shot down. Today, another object got shot down. A cylindrical shaped object got shot down. And then just earlier, Montana closed its airspace. It's gonna be opened back up, but they shut down their airspace for a fucking reason. So y'all tell me what the fuck is going on? Is they about to say something that's gonna blow our fucking socks off that it really is UFOs? I don't think the United States government would never admit to it because they think that it's gonna they don't want to create chaos. They don't want to create, what's the word? A panic. You feel me? So I don't think they would ever. I think they let the cat out the bag. I don't know what these objects are, but it damn sure ain't no motherfucking balloon. Don't fall for that. If they say, oh, it was just a weather balloon, no. The first initial reports, I'm going off of the first initial reports, was that this motherfucker was cylindrical. You feel me?
The death toll in the earthquake.
I'm telling you, man. Y'all just stay ready. You see me? I got my shit right here. I ain't got no mag in nothing right there, but I got a mag in that motherfucker right there. You feel me? No, the reason why I ain't got no mag in that, I just got done shooting the review for this sexy motherfucker right here that Penty's just sent me. Matter of fact, that review is going to be up later tonight. They sent me this rifle scope right here, and I was gonna put it on the Tavor, but I'm like, fuck that, man. This is too big to, you know what I'm saying? I that's why I brought the Tavor down. I was gonna demonstrate it by putting it on my Tavor X95 because that's really a full length rifle. It's just a bud pup, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna do that. And then YouTube don't like shit like that. But anyway, keep your motherfucking God Freak Nation, keep your motherfucking eyes to the goddamn sky because some weird shit has been happening in the last 2 days, today and yesterday, and it's escalating big time. I ain't never seen it where they shutting down airspace over a whole entire motherfucking state. We open back up, but keep your eye to the motherfucking sky, all right? Keep your goddamn eyes to the motherfucking sky and be ready to send a funky ass savage to Funky Town, even if it's a motherfucking alien, goddammit. If he coming to try to probe you in your goddamn booty, then you send his ass to Funky Town too. It's some weird shit. And y'all, look, watch the video, the Penty. Do this favor for me, y'all. Please. The more reviews, the more views I get on my reviews, the more products they'll send me for free and all that stuff. And I'm not just saying this shit just to get free products. They stuff really is quality. So y'all do me a favor if y'all want to help me out. Go and hit the like button on my Penty rifle scope review. Just hit the like button. To show support for me. Cause when they see that they get a lot of views, they want to send me more products. All right. So do that. If y'all can do that one favor for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. So y'all get ready for the Super Bowl tomorrow. And I love y'all, man. But till then, keep your eye to the sky. I love y'all. It's some weird shit going on right now. Don't trust this government. If they do later come out and say it was just a balloon, they lying. Because the initial reports was that this was cylindrical. So don't believe it. They don't want to have a mass. What's that word for it? Mass. How people mass hysteria. Yes, that's the word. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't want to create any kind of mass hysteria. All right, so they willing to lie. I don't trust the government. I'm going off of what they said. They said these pilots initially intercepted it, and they was mind boggled because whatever the craft was, it was jamming their systems. And they said that this thing didn't have any means of propulsion, which means they couldn't see no rings, they couldn't see no engine or anything. So how the fuck was it staying up in the air if it didn't have no fucking rings? Can y'all explain that to me? How could anything fly or be up in the air if it ain't got no fucking rings on it? And it wasn't no fucking balloon. So you know what it sounded like they was describing? How many of y'all saw the U.S. military, the Air Force, Navy or whatever footage from 2007 and 2004 when that TikTok, they call it the TikTok object. It outflew America's best aircraft. They detected it out there in the ocean off the coast of California. How many of y'all heard about that? And they actually released the radar footage of the object. It happened on the East Coast and the fucking West Coast. Because it was another footage from 2004 and then one from 2007. And guess what they say the objects look like? Cylindrical. So maybe we don't got up, our technology. Maybe we don't upgraded our radars where we can see them. And we can track them now. And if you can track an object, then you can shoot an object down. If our radars can track an object, that means that if the radars can see it, our missile systems can see it too and shoot that motherfucker down. So maybe that's what they don't done. They don't shot that bitch down. But if they have truly shot down one, you think they're gonna tell us about it? They're gonna lie and say it was a weather balloon or something else, man. So something is going on. And then they shut down their airspace in Montana. Come on, you're not gonna close airspace over a state. You're just not gonna do that. Even if it is briefly, something happened. And this shit is escalating. So I just look, be ready for the unexpected. That's all I'm gonna say to y'all. Be ready for the fucking unexpected, and be ready for them to tell a lie too, that it's a balloon. All right? But I love y'all. Do that favor for me for the rifle scope review. I'm out this bitch. I'm ready. Let an alien or a funky ass savage, come up in my shit. I'm ready for it right now. I got that 7.62 ready for they funky, stinking green ass. And I ain't even trying to talk bad about these aliens. I don't know, maybe they come in peace. I don't know. And another thing I want to release too, to show y'all, look, I'm going to talk about my UFO experience, what I saw back in 2016. Many of y'all heard my story, but I ain't never officially made a video to talk about it. I think it's time for me to talk about it because I saw one up close and motherfucking personal back in 2016. And then last year, my Ring camera right there, my Ring camera captured a UFO. Yeah, my Ring camera, I still got the footage that I'm gonna release. It captured this big ass motherfucking orb that just rolls up just like that. Just like that. It rolls up just like that. My ring caught that motherfucker. So, I'm gonna release that too. You feel me? But anyway, Gun Freak Nation, I love y'all. Y'all stay on the ready. And I just don't. Can any of y'all tell me what y'all think this motherfucker is? Are y'all believers or not? You got to be a narrow mind motherfucker to think that we the only intelligence in this goddamn universe, man. You got to be narrow minded to think that there's no other planets out there in the universe that got life on it, intelligent life. I think it is. I think they got shit that's put us to shame that make us look like we just do no insects or something. You know what I'm saying? They so fucking advanced, man. I remember one time, listen, a couple of years ago, I had got a camera and you can zoom in, right, to the moon. And that camera works so goddamn good. You can see the craters on the fucking moon. So one day I was looking through it, right? And I was looking at the moon, looking at the craters, and something just flew by. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And it was just like that. It flew. I'm like, what the fuck was that flew by the moon while I was zoomed in on it? Listen, man. Look, I'm telling y'all, we not alone, man. You got to open up. If you don't think that, I don't know what to say about you. But we are not alone, and some shit happened today. I think the United States either gonna let the cat out the bag and just go ahead and admit to the shit, or and then I know some of y'all know about the Phoenix Lights event that took place back in 1997 in Arizona. Thousands of people saw that. People that don't even know each other. The whole fucking this object flew across the whole fucking state of Arizona, and it flew across Phoenix. Look it up. Y'all on YouTube right now. Go type in the Phoenix Lights, and you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. Type that shit in. Type in the Phoenix Lights, and you will see it. They say this motherfucking craft was over a mile long. And it flew across the whole goddamn state, and it had them same orbs, which I saw back in 2016. I saw, man, y'all gonna make me talk about it. I ain't ready to, you know what? I'm gonna have to do a video on it because I'll be here all fucking night. Because every time I think about it, man, I get chills because I saw something that wasn't from this earth. I saw something that wasn't from this earth, man. And believe it or not, man, I saw it. You feel me? And oh my God. It's like I couldn't believe what I was looking at. This thing was beautiful, actually. It didn't pump no fear in me, but it was so mesmerizing that I stood there in a fucking trance. You know what I'm saying? I stood there in a fucking trance because I didn't want to move. I didn't want to miss not 1 second of it. And then I later ran and got my camera because my phone had died at the end. So I couldn't really get it. But this motherfucker object, it was red and orange and it had energy swirling around with it. It wasn't mechanical, it was an orb. It wasn't mechanical. When I say mechanical, it wasn't like, you know how an airplane is mechanical. It got parts and shit that, you know, it got the rings, it got the tail, it's got the engine, and it got the, you know, it's mechanical. This motherfucker that I saw, this object that I saw, it was beautiful, man. It was like a ball of fucking energy, man. It was red. It was like the most calming, like man, when I close my eyes, it's like it just happened. And it was one of the most, it was like an orb, but it was amber and it was reddish and orange. And it had like shit swimming around or swirling around in it, like energy. It was like an energy ball, but you could tell that it was under some type of intelligent control. Okay? It was being controlled. It was some type of intelligent because it was moving, right? So as I looked, like my son, I was the first one to notice it. And my son was like, "Dad, you tripping. That's just a helicopter or an airplane." I'm like, "Son, no, it's something different because helicopters and airplanes make noise. This thing didn't make any noise." And some told me, "Don't go in the house yet. Stay out there," because it was coming towards me. So the closer it got, the more bizarre it got. And then that's when it dawned on me. I said, "Man, wait a minute. This is a ball of light." But what was so crazy about it was the light didn't illuminate anything around it like a flashlight, or, you know, your lights on your car. You know, you turn on your headlights to illuminate around you so you can see. You turn your flashlight on to illuminate around you so you can see. This thing didn't do it. That's what made it so weird and bizarre, because the light was trapped within. It didn't illuminate nothing around it. It was trapped within, and it had all these, like, this energy just swirling around inside of it. And then all of a sudden, as if you have a dimmer, let me demonstrate this right quick. You see this light right here? And if I keep turning this right here, you see how you see the color of it, and then it gets brighter, and then it gets brighter, like a dimmer, right? So this thing, all of a sudden, as if somebody had a dimmer on it, it got brighter, brighter, and brighter until some stuff started dripping off of it, like, you know, like molten metal, like a what you call those people, a welder that be welding things, and you have all that shit, like, you know, dripping off, like it's like molten metal started dripping off of it, right? Like when it got real bright, shit started like dripping off like molten metal. Next thing you know, once when it did that, that shit that dripped off formed another one. And that's when we was like, me and my son standing there, and our fucking jaws dropped. We was like, "Oh my fucking God." Another one floated up from behind the trees. And it was like geometry behind this shit. And they just sat there. And that's when I ran. I didn't have battery on my phone left because I had just got back from visiting my mother, who was in the hospital, who had a stroke, and she was brain dead. And I used all my battery power up playing her favorite music to try to stimulate her mind, to try to stimulate her brain. So I was playing all my mom's favorite songs and putting the phone up to her ear, you know, hoping she would hear it and it would stimulate her brain. So that's the reason why my battery was dead. I used it all up for my mom, putting the phone up, to her ear while she was on her deathbed, basically. You feel me? So I ran in the house when that stuff started dripping off of it and it formed another one. I ran in the house and got my old ass camcorder. That motherfucker was so old it wasn't even HD. But that's all I had. So I ran and got it, and I tried to film, and I'm like, this shit ain't even. Is the camera so old? This shit ain't even coming up on the viewfinder. I can't even get it on the viewfinder. So I gave up. And then all of a sudden, we still standing there looking at them. And then for like another couple of minutes, it was like some geometry, and then they just floated off. And I lost track of them when they went into a bank of clouds. So later on, when I took the SD card out of that old ass camcorder and I put it in my computer, and guess what? It caught it briefly on film. You could see them. It didn't do it justice because on camera it showed up as, it didn't have the beautiful color that it was. It looked like two stars that was, sitting together. You know what I'm saying? One of them was like lower than the other one, or one of them was sitting higher than the other one, and they just stood there. So nobody can tell me that I didn't see what the fuck I saw. And I didn't see it. My son saw it. My older brother, who's no longer here with us, he saw it, and my niece saw it. Because when I ran in there screaming, they ran out and saw it too. So, they do exist. Because I saw it with my own eyes. And my ring caught something too. My ring caught something too. I think that was last May. It was when my and let me tell you how that went down. For y'all that been watching me, for y'all that been watching me for a minute, remember I had a cat named Sig? He was a yellow cat, just like Prince over there. He was a yellow cat. Sig got out the house and ran off, right? So the initial days when he left, I used to be checking my ring, because you can talk to your ring. Your ring got an intercom on it. So I would check my ring, right? I would get on my phone and I would open up my ring app and I'd be like, Sig, is you out there? Sig, just checking to see did he come back home, which he never did. And while I was doing that, I noticed something that was going vertically up in the air. And I caught that shit on the ring, and I still got the footage to this day. You know what I'm saying? So they do exist. But yeah, man, something is happening. I don't know what it is, but they shot it down. I don't know what it is. So, y'all check y'all local news or whatever. But anyway, keep your eyes to the sky, because it's just something we don't know about. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying they from another planet. I mean, wouldn't that be crazy if it is? But you got to be a fool if you think that the Earth is the only place that got intelligent life on it. Because it's not. I'm pretty sure there's other species, there's other planets that's far more got superior intelligence than we do. You feel me? And then who's to say that they're not time travelers? Maybe it might be us from the future. Maybe they don't figure out a way to go back in time. Maybe that shit that they saw in Phoenix back in 97, maybe they came from the future. We just don't know. We don't know. It's a lot of strange shit to this life. It's a lot of strange, weird shit that we don't know that's in this world right now. You know what I'm saying? It might be another dimension. I try to have an open mind on everything. I'm not one of those narrow type people that's arrogant and think that it ain't no other life form. You feel me? That we don't know about. You feel me? I keep an open mind, but most importantly, I keep an open heart. I love everybody, regardless of who you are, what race you are. As long as you're a good person, that's all that matters. But yeah, some strange shit is going down. All right, they shot down an object yesterday over Alaska. Why ain't they talking about it? They shot down an object over Canada, but they did describe it. They said it was cylindrical. They said upon when the pilots from the United States Air Force in the F-22s, when they tried to intercept it, they said that it interfered with their systems, and they said they couldn't understand how it was able to stay in the air, and it had no obvious propulsion systems on it, which mean that it had no rings, which mean that it had no jet engines on it. So how in the hell was it able to stay in the air? It wasn't a fucking balloon. They didn't describe it as a fucking balloon. They said it was cylindrical. So if y'all go Google what cylindrical looked like, that looked like it looked like, imagine you got some soup in a can. Turn that can on the side, that's a cylindrical object. If you got a can like a canned good, let me show y'all this. Matter of fact, you know what? You see this pop can right here? If you turn this to the side, that's cylindrical right there. That's what they say they saw. Right there. And that's the same thing that the Navy said they saw back in 2007 when they tried to intercept it and it outflew them and shit. And they said it had no means of propulsion. They didn't understand it. It was like it was in some type of anti-gravity field where that motherfucker where it can fly and all that shit and go at these hypersonic speeds and all that. I mean, maybe it might be military, they don't figure out some shit. I don't know. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'm about to get this fucking video uploaded. Show me some love and support that bitch, all right? I appreciate it. I don't lost my goddamn voice because I don't got so fucking excited. And I love y'all. And let me get the fuck out of here because I don't want to have a sore throat. I don't lost my fucking, voice, man. Y'all stay armed. Y'all stay righteous. Y'all stay ready to send a motherfucking savage to Funky Town. Man, they did another home invasion last night and they raped the woman. And I'm getting people commenting, T, that's getting old. Why come in all your home invasion stories, it's always got to be a woman being raped and all that and stuff? Because it's the truth. What I supposed to do, lie and make up some stuff? No, I'm speaking the truth. It happens. And I report what I see on the news, all right? So, if you don't like it or you getting too bored, you thinking that I'm saying the same old shit over and over and over again, then you more than welcome to leave. Just like you didn't announce yourself to come watch the channel, you ain't got to announce yourself when you leave. Because I'm not about to switch nothing up. I'm always tell the truth. Rape do happen during these home invasions. I ain't just saying it to try to scare people or whatever. I just don't get some of y'all, to say some shit like that to me. You don't like it? Get the fuck on. Keep it moving. Go on to the next channel. Cause I'm gonna do me. We Gun Freak Nation. You feel me? So, I love y'all, Gun Freak Nation. Look out for the review on this right here. I literally just got done. That's my my stand. I literally just got done. You know what I'm saying? And get you some of this motherfucker right here. Mom, y'all need to be paying me. Get me, hey, look. Get that right there, this motherfucking pitch black. I can't get enough of that motherfucker. But anyway, I love y'all, Gun Freak Nation. And, they don't shot down a motherfucking UFO, man. God damn. They done made history. They done shot down a fucking UFO. I love y'all. My dick is hard. I'm out of here.